Constructing your life is about much more than just building a bank account. Each week, join real estate entrepreneur and mindset coach Austin Linney as he interviews guests who are constructing their dream lives and impacting the world around them on a daily basis. If you're an entrepreneur or wanting to start a business, or you just want to hear motivating stories of how others have overcome the odds, you are in the right place. And now for your host, Austin Linney.
Guys, welcome back to Construct Your Life Rant. This is Austin Linney. How's everybody doing today? The word we're going to talk about today is flexible. You know, I've been reading a lot about how the world's changing and the information age, the technology age, moving out of the industrial space. And one of the qualities that I think is going to be the most important moving forward is being able to pivot and be flexible and also learn very quickly and adapt. Because, we didn't know coming in that Clubhouse was going to be this thing in January, and then boom, everybody's going to be on this app, and then it's going to change, and then Mark Cuban's going to come out with a thing. And what I'm seeing is these, not trends, but new technology, new environments, new business ideas are happening every moment, and they're happening within weeks, with months. And so if you talk to these high-level investors and everything, and there needs to be some sort of, I stay in my lane and focus on what I'm doing, but in the same token, you need to be able to pivot very quickly. And I don't mean pivot out of your business. I just mean if Austin is getting too expensive for you or the market's too hot, then you need to be working on relationships outside of that city to be flexible to move, some of your assets to another city. If COVID hits like it did back last year in March, you need to be flexible to have secondary and third revenue streams so you're not so reliant if your job lets you go. And so it's this word, flexible. It's in the same context of a growth mindset. What's the killer for everybody? Fixed mindset, right? A fixed mindset gets you nowhere. If you're still going to show up in 2022 as the same version of yourself in 2021, then you're not going anywhere. And so you need to ask yourself, at what aspects of my life am I being so rigid that multiple things are happening, right? Meaning I'm not taking feedback. I have all my eggs in one basket. Those two qualities right there are going to get you in trouble big time. And so if your spouse or your job or somebody that you work with or your business partner keeps bringing up the same thing that you're doing, then you need to be flexible to maybe taking their point of view and not being so damn rigid that you think that you're amazing at everything. Because we're moving into a, virtual assistants, and you can work from your laptop. And I'm talking about going to, out of the country for a month to live. And, you have to be flexible to adapt to the market that is coming down the road, because the market is not going to wait for you. The learning abilities, right? The reading of books, the taking in new information, the learning new techniques of marketing and business and so on is not going to stop because you want it to stop. And if you think it is, then you're going to be left behind. And if you're left behind, you're going to be left holding the bag. And there's a lot of people that were so gung-ho with their job, and this is it. And I'm, if you have a good job, I'm proud of you, but you better be saving some money and you better be invested in other things. Because if you're not flexible in your life, if you're not flexible in your investing and your learning, then you are gonna get left behind and you're gonna be holding the bag. And so there are aspects of the new world that I know you don't like. Whether you have to be on Instagram or Facebook, or you don't have to be on all those things, but you have to be on at least one. Because if you can take your message and you could share it, right? And you could share that to China, you can share that to Spain, you could share that to Washington if I'm in Texas or New York. And you could meet somebody over there that could start something, that could start a relationship, or you can invest over there, then why wouldn't you do it? And so I want you to think about your life. And I want you to think about how you've been the last 6 months, the last year. Have you been flexible? Or are you so rigid that you're a grump, right? Talking about, well, back in my day, fuck your day. Your day's getting run over like a Mack truck because society is not going to wait for you. And that doesn't mean you have to be involved in everything. It just means that you have to be open to the idea that things could change. And so I want to make sure that you are living and breathing and learning and always allowing yourselves, because truly what we're seeking is options. And with options begets change. So make sure that you're not being too rigid and that you are being flexible in teaching and learning every day. So I hope y'all got value from this, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you for listening to Construct Your Life with Austin Linney. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and pay it forward by sharing with a friend. Most importantly, take this opportunity to start constructing your life by taking immediate action on what you learned. For show notes, resources, and more information on one-on-one coaching with Austin, visit constructyourlifepodcast.com.